Okay, let's see. I do like Nasdaq today, so this is probably the pair. That's why I'm starting the stream barely now because market opens really soon. So I do like how Nasdaq is looking. I was and currently still am apparently on this demo short here on AU. Um, Basically was a retracement trade off the sweep of Asian highs. I was anticipating price to come back to these relative equal lows here. I'm gonna close it, just I don't want to see it on my screen. So yeah, but the reason, okay, so let's start with the start, right? We ended up printing bullish, exactly how I said to wish this and this, no real entry here. And then after we took this high, I was anticipating this retracement. Why I didn't take it, it was because of a couple red flags. First, we had a 50-minute FVG in our way. Second, we had a mitigated POI. The sell side basically mitigated this POI, which heavily invalidates my trade, right? Heavily invalidates my trade. So we had one red flag, two red flags, three red flags, and also news. News hit right here when the entry was basically taken. So that's a very big red flag. So I couldn't have taken it possibly. But yeah, this is just a part of being profitable. You're gonna miss some trades that you could have maybe taken, right? So we'll see. I am down on AU here on seeing bullish momentum of this 50-minute FVG and still looking at bullish prices because that thing we're gonna draw here, and why I like this is because we have such a shallow rate. We see here price didn't even go like 0.1 pips above the high, which is a thing I really like here. So there was a demo trade, pretty clean. I'm not gonna lie, pretty clean, but couldn't have taken it. Why I like Nasdaq is because we have really nice sell side and really nice buy side. What I really like here is a potential sweep into buy side, sweeping Asian high, sweeping this lunchtime high, tapping this hourly FVG right here, and from here looking to target these equal lows right here. It can be kind of ping pongy, we either sweep this first and then look for buys, or sweep this first and then look for sells. I would prefer sweeping this first because from here we actually have a hourly POI. In this case, we don't really have a POI here, which significantly makes the quality of the trade go down. So I'm really waiting on this buy side liquidity to get rated. We're gonna wait for. Why I like this is because we're kind of in the middle of the range, meaning price will really have time to open, set of volatility, and from here we can look at that really nice short towards the sell side. So I do like Nasdaq I like a lot. I do like AU here. On looking at this buy from here, right, I do like it. But we have to be careful. We need to wait for extra confluence because of this inversion basically. So we need, I don't know, something like this, maybe a swing, and then we maybe trade around here on the retest and look to target these highs. So we need a bit more structure here to be trading euro. Both sides of the range got invalidated. We took sell side, we took buy side. So at this point, pretty much we're invalidated. We can look for like a small internal play, I would say, because we have these equal lows and we have this 15-minute inversion to target these equal lows. But again, look where these equal lows are formed. They formed on an FVG, which significantly drops the quality of the trade. And what also I don't like about this is how slow we actually came lower. We'll see. I'm gonna monitor euro as well. GU, I'm not really looking to be buying again. Buy side liquidity got taken. It's just in a state where both our targets got taken and we cannot really be traded. And gold neither, right? Gold is dog shit, so we will not even look at gold. So Nasdaq definitely top for today. Let's see how market opens. I would want to see us come back here. And from here I would look at those shorts. That would be actually perfect in terms of timing, in terms of where we opened. Let's see let's see if we reach into that. And from here it's very easy shorts because overall the range low resistance, we have this very nice equal lows here to target. So waiting on that. Let's see how fast we come into that. But we have to be slightly careful at this, but it's medium impact. I don't know necessarily if it's gonna impact Nasdaq though, but we're gonna see. I do like this trade idea, right? It's really clean. These equal lows are really clean. They are kind of formed into a 50-minute VG, but this would be a case where I would be really confident in drawing lower. Like, it's very clear how good this liquidity is, and Now we're opening high, which is kind of exactly what I want to see for this trade to play out. But we have to be a bit patient. Yeah, the demo trade ended up being pretty clean, but um, sometimes you're gonna miss trades, right? Sometimes they look iffy. This was a trade that looked iffy. I wanted to execute, but I know that on the long term is the best decision not to trade this, because if we didn't have this inversion, if these equal lows would have been formed a bit higher above the average, that would have been way nicer. Like this is just risky. Okay, Nasdaq already, that was very fast, but we're gonna see. I see how it behaves. I don't want to see us pull back into this hourly. We also have this inversion, but I would still like us to come back and also take this high if possible. It's not a necessity, but that's what I would want to see here. I don't think anyways it's just gonna massively dump from here. I think we're gonna still pull back a bit deeper from some structure, form like a buy sell liquid lower time frame buy sell liquidity rate, then maybe switch trend, and then we can look to trade. It can happen also, but I wouldn't take it if we break like lower straight off the bat here. I do want to see some absorption. Really like this. We're gonna see. So 1 second, let me, where's Nasdaq? Okay, Nasdaq. Just open it on my broker and we're gonna get ready. This is just part of trading, right? You're gonna have trades like this. You have to kind of, I don't know, not settle, but accept the fact that there's gonna be trades that you're gonna miss that end up working because they're not valid on your strategy, or they look iffy, right? How this is the perfect case of it. But here the entry was pretty clean, right? We had like this inversion right here and a gap, not a really nice gap overlap here, and we could have, first entry could have been here, and second, this is where I saw we actually see that price ended up coming to retest this inversion right here, which is interesting, right? So it ended up being really relevant, even on news. Then price tried to come back again, but yeah, we reacted a bit of the 50-minute MVG here, but overall, yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes trades are gonna look iffy, and it's still the best decision to skip them even if they end up working. Yeah, Euro looks bullish here for me. I don't really trust this, but if we inverse this gap right here, we can have a very short term sell, but it's very short term, and I don't think it's worth really taking it like a 1 to 2 towards the sell side, but I don't think it's necessarily worth taking, but we're gonna see. So it's nice wicks that we're forming here, but I still want to see us pull back deeper, if possible, of course. And this is what is nice, because we don't have like POIs. We see here no POIs. Here is they're very small. Here we don't have POIs, so we have such a clear way to target towards these equal lows. These are definitely low resistance, I would say. Let's see. I would want to see us push further from this gap, right? From this 1 minute gap, I would want to see us raid the buy side and sweep, make a better sweep here. I'm also gonna mount. I'm probably gonna place an alert here just in case. I don't plan on really trading euro though. I do like AU buys a bit better here because we have such solid draws. We have these equal highs and these equal highs. We have very solid draw, and we just came off external. Now we just rebalanced the equilibrium of the range. So yeah, this trade does look good, but see, we have to break above this inversion here. If we don't, it's just too risky to be trading. Let's see if Nasdaq holds. Let me play some music. That would be perfect. Even opening range doesn't look that aggressive. Doesn't form a lot of opposing structure. So this actually has potential for a really good trade. But we have to be careful or patient when we're taking our entries. Usually I like to trade Nasdaq kind of right here. Oops, the song is kind of bent. Kind of right here when we open silver bullet. Right here we open silver bullet. This is where I usually like to trade Nasdaq, and this is usually where we actually choose the real direction of the market. Usually market open is just a manipulation, a original swing most of the time. So If we short from here, it is what it is. I'm not sure I want to take this though, this early. But in theory, it is an inversion, and you can take the shit. But I just don't trust it. Let's see. It already kind of respecting it, yeah. Should have I taken this straight off market open? I think yes, bro. I think I should have taken this straight off the bat and not be so. I don't know. Cause this was kind of the perfect opening though. In a sense, we just sweep that high and then we inverse, and technically, it should be just straight up breaching lower, but I'm not sure though. At least at this moment. Let me check. But we're gonna have a really bad flow if I try and execute right now, but it's already gone, bruh. I actually wanted to execute, but I'm too late now. I think this was a case where I shouldn't be. I should have just executed on this inversion like straight off the bat. What am I actually waiting for? I mean, we don't need to see that getting tapped. That was my problem here. Why do we don't need to see tap? Because we have the inversion here. Fuck. Bro, and this is gonna fucking melt so hard. Oh my god, bro. Annoying, but this is scalping. You hesitate for 1 second and the trade is gone. It's just gonna fly without you. But it happens sometimes, right? No, bro. It is what it is, though. It's gonna fucking go. This was the trade, but hesitated when I really shouldn't have. Like, this is a trade I'm heavily confident in, therefore don't need to wait for the perfect entry. But now I like entering right here. Like, look at this R. We can't do that shit. We need to see some more. Maybe now we can actually enter, but our R is decent actually. Actually shorted around here. Let's see. Really curious if this is just a gamble or it's just being highly confident and bias will end up working. It's still something I try. We get decent R here to target those, but I feel like we might still see that. If we see that, that's all good. We can re-enter, but I'm curious whether this was a force trade or it looks like it was a force trade. Let's see if we still hold this inversion though. I mean, we didn't really have displacement. Yeah, I think this was a force trade. This is when emotions really won. But we're gonna see what it happens. If we're gonna lose, I'm gonna take it like a man. Yeah, it looks like a force trade. This is basically where emotions just really won, and that's what market over really plays as well. It just plays on your emotions, and it's almost already over, like in a couple of seconds. Yeah, emotions really won. We might get lucky, but on the long term, yeah, don't do this. Emotions won for like a couple of seconds. What's good, uncle? Good, bro. We just took this force trade, I guess. Yeah, emotions really won here, but it's all good though. It matters that on the long term we don't do this, right? Because we're probably still gonna get that sweep and then get a proper entry. But yeah, I hate doing this because I'm betraying myself when I do stuff like this. That's what market open usually plays upon. Already got stopped out. I lost like $5, which is yeah. This was emotions won in this trade. I'm gonna admit it, right? Let's see. I'm still gonna wait on us coming back deeper and just waiting for like the trade wasn't good. It was just emotional, right? Oh my god, trade is leaving. Oh my god, look at this. Price is going, and then you enter here and you get dumped. That's usually how market open really plays with your emotions. I still think the bias is gonna play out, but yeah, this was clearly a force trade. Like there's no doubt about it. we're gonna see. I'm still gonna wait for a better entry, but I'm not proud of myself. I don't want to slip like this ever again, but you never really escape. Yeah, man. I saw this as well. That's what I was initially waiting for, but I just got FOMO. Right, I just got FOMO that, oh my god, price is living. What if we actually go here and emotions just won, I guess. For a microsecond, that's all it takes for you to lose a trade, because this was clearly a bad move, right? We just came for this market open volatility and still pulled back higher, but yeah, you can really slip as a profitable trader, or if you want to be profitable, you need to keep this emotion short, because I just gave back $5 like that in 2 minutes, bro. And yeah, it's annoying, but you're gonna slip inevitably. Sometimes it's gonna happen. Okay, so you were still not shorting yet, and I don't prefer. I like Nasdaq, but that's why it's harder to trade Nasdaq, because these moves really be um can really play with your emotions. And usually I should make a rule for myself: I will not trade market open from now on. 15 minutes at least, 15 minutes, no market open trading. But I still think the trade is gonna play out. Maybe we're gonna get an opportunity to make back the last that we just have, but that shit was troll. Even if you break it now, I'm not gonna take it. I still wanna see a deeper sweep, and I wanna see some displacement, bro. That's why Nasdaq is so fucking hard to trade, because it really market open being so volatile, it really plays with our emotions. Let's see if we sweep the high. This idea is still very nice to me. I still like coming back in the lows here, but we just have to be patient as always. Like looking back at it now, bro, what is this, bro? 1 minute mini inversion, dog shit. No displacement, no hourly AVG getting tapped. Like, it's clearly just emotional, but sometimes it happens. We have a saying in Romania, and it happens to the biggest houses as well, something like that. I think this happens even to the most profitable traders. Sometimes it happens, it just doesn't happen often. Let's see, we should hold this though. I sweep this, then maybe start breaking lower. AU still not really doing shit. I still like buys here, but still not really doing shit. Euro looks bullish, G looks slightly bullish. It's just weird. Only Nasdaq really looks good, but let's wait for the market open volatility. I would want to see this high right here getting taken. Oops. Let's just. Oops. What am I doing? Let's see. It's kind of unlucky, like it's gonna break. This is a way better inversion, but I'm still not fully trusting taking this short this early though. Now it looks way better than here. At least now we have a real displacement, but I'm not gonna take it. I'm gonna wait strictly for what I want, or I'm not gonna try and force a trade, and like force a trade again to just what, take the short right here, then price comes back, manipulates again, then goes. Like, come on. Now at least I'm a bit more aware of the times that I force trades, but still working on getting like not slipping at all. It's the hard part about trading, and especially Nasdaq. I feel like it really triggers those emotions more easily because it's more volatile. Let's see. Still solid. I'm probably gonna place an alert, go smoke a cig. I mean, I'm down to take it on the demo, but look how the body's respected. This is bullish. Even if it works, I don't give a shit. This is bullish. It's definitely bullish. So we're gonna wait on that. Maybe we get an opportunity to make the money back. If we don't, it's all good. It's just clearly emotional. There's nothing much to learn about this trade except the fact that it was emotional. The bodies are respecting pretty well for now, but yeah. I'm not gonna trade market open. I think this is the last time I'm gonna trade market open. Coming from coming from forex, where the market is generally slow and takes some time to deliver, like coming into this shit right here, it's like basically trading news, and now we actually sell off. Okay, It's all good though. It's all good, but this would have been what we actually got through, and that's crazy. Now if it works, that's crazy. It's like such a beginner. I feel like a beginner at this point, but no. Yeah, I guess we should have entered on a second inversion, but it's very similar. We still didn't tap that, so I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure. I think it's just market open manipulation basically. And yeah, look at here, 15 minutes in market open. Where is it? Yeah, it basically when we inverse, that's when first 50 minutes on market open. Like, come on, bruh. That's crazy though. But it is what it is. Yeah, yeah, me too, bro. Like, I just got FOMO. This was pure FOMO. Like, that was it. It's so unpredictable. And it's so manipulative, and that's the perfect. Like, it just plays on your emotions, right? That's what they do in market open. They just make this move short. Oh my god, it's shorting. Let me enter. Then he fucking manipulates you. Then he chooses the real direction. So it just really plays with your emotion because it's so volatile in a sense. And you think when you see a big move lower, you're like, oh my god, price is leaving. Price is leaving without me. And then yeah. And it's very manipulative, very, very manipulative. Even now, if we come this lower, it doesn't guarantee the fact that we will not come back above and we sweep all these sellers here. Like, I've seen this happen multiple times on Nasdaq, but it is what it is. Like, for me, it's a psychological mistake. I'm gonna like stand on my mistake. And that's why Nasdaq is hard, and it should be a non-negotiable. And look, now it's going. Let me leave this open. It's crazy. Just need to wait the first 50 minutes of market open. First, like on this candle, first 50 minutes of market open hit, 50 minutes inverses, then entry on this 1 minute retest here, and then take. I wouldn't have expected us to reach back into that FVG necessarily because we had this inversion, and I see this happen a lot of times where because we have this inversion, we don't reach back into this hourly. But yeah, should have been, and I did say when I started because I want to see a liquidity rate then enter, and that would have really changed the outcome of this trade. But it is what it is. I'm gonna stand on my mistake. I'm gonna learn, of course, as always, and probably this is the day. Even it's annoying because I just gave back like $5, like in a fucking millisecond, almost everything that I made here because I risked a lot on also on it, because I was confident in this trade, but I got FOMO. It's basically the same entry pattern except we just manipulate it here. I feel like that's what you always gotta wait for if you want to really trade market open, is wait for the manipulation to happen. But yeah, it is what it is. We'll see. If we take this slow, I'm not gonna be trading. The only way I'm really gonna trade is if we actually come back and we manipulate this highs, which is not impossible for Nasdaq. I've seen it happen, but yeah, I don't even think I want to trade for the rest of the day unless again, not even AU. I don't know if I want to be trading this. Yeah, bro. Like, I'm a kind of newbie with Nasdaq. I haven't traded Nasdaq a lot of times, so it's definitely something new for me. Not I don't have that much experience with Nasdaq. Okay, no way we actually come back above, bro. Really, we just manipulate this, now come back above, then reverse. Are you serious, bruh? Nasdaq is like, bro, I don't even know if I'm thinking about. I don't even know if Nasdaq is worth trading, to be honest, considering how manipulative it is. I don't even know if it's worth trading. It's just too manipulative, and it takes. I mean, it takes a lot of time to be able to master it and read through this intent. And to be honest, I'm really good on forex, so I'm not sure if I want to be trading Nasdaq. But there are some good trades, but I feel like the trades that I see that are good are usually like a long time after market open when the volatility really settles in the market. Hmm. Yeah, but definitely not market open, and not an entry market open. And now we have news in 8 minutes. He was looking good, like it's gonna break higher here, but it's gonna be a pretty small idea. Even if you do something like this, it's gonna be pretty small. I think. Hmm. But depends. Like two, we can get a 2 hour. We're gonna see. But I generally considering that this loss was really big. I'm not sure if I wanna be trading today. But we're gonna see. Yeah. Yeah, I like, bro. I really like DAX, the Germany index. I really, really like it. I've traded this. I like it way, way more than Nasdaq. I've traded this a long time. But DAX in UK, I've traded both, and I really, really like them. But I cannot trade them on my current broker, sadly. I cannot trade them. I really like these two indices. I would, if I would have the option to trade these, I would definitely trade this and probably stop trading Nasdaq. I don't know if I really want to trade Nasdaq. Nasdaq is kind of not for me in a sense. I do like these. These are usually London indices, but they have volatility pretty much in London and in New York. Like, you know, if you look at here, this was pretty clean. I really like these, but sadly can't trade them. Look at this hourly AVG, hourly to hourly, which is look to be drawn lower, and it's that simple. And they're kind of clean overall. They're not that manipulative. But yeah, index as well. But I don't know why the candles look so weird on this. But yeah, sadly can't trade them right now. And look at this shit, bro. Like, I don't know if I want to be trading Nasdaq ever again, unless I see. There's been times when I've seen something really, really clean and it really worked, but I think all of them were a long time after market open. Maybe PM session, maybe. Like Nasdaq PM session, I feel like would be something more suitable for me. But yeah, this I remember. Let's see what timing this was. Yeah, this was 2 hours, not 1 hour and a half after market open. This was a very clean retracement trade I took on Nasdaq, and very similar to this actually. So maybe PM session on Nasdaq. I mean, I don't even know if I should journal this. Like this, I would journal it, but it's just like psychological. It's clearly psychological. Maybe PM session, yes. I feel like PM session is nicer, but we don't really have good examples here. We just have one-way delivery, and same as here. I don't know, bruh. If I want to be trading Nasdaq again, this is overall PM session. We actually had a clean short of this high, which actually look like, see how much noise it is. Market open here to like, yeah, to like five. We had a real move, and then we just chose kind of a real direction. It's just that noise always for the first, yeah. This has to be a rule if I ever want to be trading Nasdaq. I need to wait the first half an hour of market open. So we're gonna wait on this. If we reach back into the highs here, we're gonna see. But yeah, this is gonna become non-negotiable because it's not worth it. Even if it works, it's not worth it. I don't even know if it's worth really trading Nasdaq in the long term, but I'm gonna see. I got so sad, big FOMO, bro. Big FOMO, I got. But let's wait on that high rate, and after we do that, we might take the short still, but I'm not sure though. Not entirely sure, but we're gonna see. It's sad that we kinda ended the losing streak, and we ended the losing streak with a dog shit fucking trade. But it's all good. I'm gonna go to bed, okay, bro. Thank you and good night. Tell me uncle, bro. Status. So yeah, from now on, trading market open in Nasdaq is gonna become a non-negotiable rule. Not trading it, basically. At least the first 30 minutes. Now we're basically allowing ourselves, in a sense, to be trading it. I was looking at AU. I still like the idea of buys here. We have really long-term potential here on reaching back into this, so I'm actually down to be trading this. If we get a proper entry higher, I'm really down. We have this lower time frame target, this overall draw. So if we break properly higher, I'm down. We look like we don't have much impact. The news don't have much impact today. We had this like right now, basically. Um, reach the, I don't know what this is, but um, I like this order block here. We're gonna see. I do like this, so I prefer, even though already took this dog shit loss on Nasdaq on market open shorted here, got manipulated, price ran. FOMO loss, definitely, but it's all good. We live and learn, right? As always. Let me move this to my second monitor, and we're gonna see. I would be still down if we do sweep these market open highs here and then look for the shorts. For me, shorts are still valid here. I don't know if considering this sell survey makes me a bit iffy, but I don't know if it invalidates the trade. I think it's just short term, but I do want to see us come back above Euro and GO. I'm not looking to trade. This was one of my ideas, but we did an inverse. We're looking bullish here on Euro, and probably AU will follow, but this displacement is very whack. We can't just enter like that. Depends how we initiate higher, to be honest. If we initiate higher, I'm down relatively to be trading off this gap here, but yeah, doesn't look like, looks like we're still struggling a bit, so I'm gonna wait and see how do we behave actually. Okay, that's a good start, but it keeps getting rejected. Trading view is always lagging. I see it on my second monitor how it's closing, but it's looking pretty good actually. If we form this, I'm down to take something like this and looking for this long-term high right here. We have a lot of potential in this trade, like 4 hour. This can be a partial level, but I do want to see some initiation. If it keeps getting rejected like this, yeah, not really a valid trade, I would say. Keeps getting rejected, it keeps struggling. Maybe we see a retest into this order block and then we see another entry higher, but yeah, right now I don't know. Maybe this could have been an entry pre-news. I don't know how these news behave, so probably still not a good entry. Let's see on the retest of this order block if we do something, and if we even retest. As this break clearly looks like shit, we can even do a limit, but we can get pretty crazy hard if we limit here. But we don't have opposing structures, so I feel like this would be fine. I like this order block. It looks like a good rally. We're gonna see. I'm down to market on it. I'm probably not gonna do a limit because I want to see some behavior on this order block. We're gonna see, but I'm just gonna get ready with my lot size in case we actually come and tap the order block. And if we respect it, I'm taking it. Feel like we're gonna be fine. I'm slightly scared. Let me remove this. This was a demo trade about this, but long term, I don't think it's gonna hold a reaction. It's probably just gonna retest. Nasdaq still struggling. I don't know if we're gonna take this high. These rejections look like we're gonna carry on lower without really taking those highs. But yeah, it is what it is. Let's see if we retrace here. We don't really have a displacement, but this would be a case where I'm actually really confident in us buying from here. Maybe this could have been our entry, but because of news, it got invalidated pretty much. Interesting. First target is gonna be this. We have a lot of R. First target is gonna be 2R, and final is gonna be like these 5.5, 8 in pips. It's all good though. I think we definitely got that potential to be printing this much, because it's not a lot of pips, right? For New York, it's something that should be relatively easy to do. So I'm gonna wait and see now when we read this here. If we get like a pin bar or something, if we get a good close here, I'm probably gonna execute over the order block. If we get it, if we don't, it's all good. We're gonna take the L on Nasdaq, and it is what it is. didn't see chat until now. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see. For me, this is clear on being bullish. It's a bit of weird like intraday profile, but these highs easy target. This high is also easy target. I'm confident in higher time frame here. Also hourly POI that we mitigated here. That's interesting actually. This could have definitely been a valid entry. We are in that order block, but I'm gonna wait slightly more to just see a bit of behavior. That's a very good close. Okay, very good close. I'm actually gonna execute here. That's a very good close for me. We feel like right here stop loss is below this. I mean, realistically, I think we got filled very bad with the market, like right this. Something like this. It's already on 3.7. We would have got a better R, but we're gonna take it how it is. We got that pin bar that I was waiting for. I just wanted to see this order block supporting the move higher, and that's pretty much all I needed. Yeah, my first target is gonna be here. Final target, this is a trade I'm really down to leaving run if we actually support the move higher. Is this high. Let's see how we behave actually. Nasdaq at this point probably just gonna take the L for the day. Not much resistance, as I said. This should be a realistically a really no-brainer trade in my eyes, at least. Right, a really no-brainer trade. Would have been better if I just avoided that Nasdaq L, but okay, we're rejecting pre-bearish. If we actually look at price here, we actually have a bearish gap here. So, but on trading view, it isn't. I mean, it is present. So, should have we waited for this to get inversed? Maybe. I think I didn't expect us to hold this much lower. Okay. 2 L's for the day. If it happens, it happens. It is what it is. But are you seriously that we are failing of that 1 minute small ABG? I guess. I guess we are, at least for now, but I would still see this as a no-brainer trade no matter what. We got that pin bar. That's what I waited, so I just executed what I wanted to see. I don't think this small 1 minute AVG would hold any relevance apparently, but for now we do. We're gonna see. This is definitely not a good sign, but we might come back and retest this. We're gonna see. Overall, I'm still trusting the trade, pretty much no matter what. So we're gonna see, but what happens with this. But okay, we're actually failing, really. Okay. Was this a bad decision? That's kind of what I'm trying to think here. I don't really think so. Was the displacement forced? There was no. Maybe. Yeah, maybe this was complacency in a sense. Maybe. But we should still hold on in it. Okay, Nasdaq reached our area, but really not gonna look to trade Nasdaq unless I see something really clear. Okay, we're finally getting that momentum. We just, for some reason, we just came back once more. We would have gotten a better fill, but I don't think my entry was wrong whatsoever here. I'm really trusting this trade. I really like this trade actually. I don't think realistically entry matters that much here. I mean, for me, I really like this order block intuitively. I like the respection here, so this didn't really matter that much. The lack of displacement in the sense, for me, this was speaking volumes, but we keep rejecting of that 1 minute, which okay, I guess. But I'm gonna watch also Nasdaq. I'm probably not, because there's gonna be way too much capital risk even if Nasdaq starts breaking lower. But yeah, if I wouldn't have taken this market open loss, that was a dog shit emotional trade. I would have definitely been taking this, but I don't know why we keep rejecting. It's weird. Are we seriously holding that? Intuitively, I did know this was dangerous, but considering the order block rejection we got, we should have carried on. But we keep rejecting, which is not good. Even Euro's rejecting here, so yeah, we're probably gonna flip bearish by the looks of it. But yeah, and look, this would have been most likely our entry. I don't know. I still am pretty confident on the trade. I like that we have these equal highs here. I like how structure behaved. I like this consolidation. I like that we retraced. We swept internal. So yeah, this is a textbook trade for me. If it flips bearish, this would be a normal loss. I would consider this a normal loss. This was not a normal loss. This is a normal loss. So if you flip bearish, we flip bearish. But I think at most we might come back into this. But yeah, this is very bad considering that we rejected a second time. Okay, I understand we might reject the first time on this bullish candle, but when we reject the second time on this big of a bullish candle, this is bad. This is bad, but it is what it is. This is a normal loss. If we take it, right? If we take it, it's a normal loss. But I wouldn't have really expected this to lose actually. We might still hold from here, but it's unlikely to hold. Yeah, this is a flip bearish. We might get an opportunity to close though. If we do, if we even do. Oh no. Yeah, it's didn't get stopped out yet on my broker. We're still in it. We have pretty big size, but we didn't get stopped out yet. Hmm. We didn't somehow. I don't know how. For now, we're still in this. I think my stop loss was just slightly lower. We might get lucky, but realistically, like being real here, very unlikely. Unless we just massively inverse this and start doing higher. Maybe, yeah, maybe, but unlikely. Realistically, unlikely. I mean, not really that unlikely, because we just might have came to sweep these lows here. Now we inverse and continue higher, but yeah, we're gonna see. It's still an interesting price action. Nasdaq again rejected again. So we're gonna see what it does. My bad. But yeah, this Nasdaq was a dog shit. Oh, this is definitely I would consider it normal. This is a bad rejection, but I'm still gonna let it run. This I would consider definitely a good trade. Still good order block, still good inspection, good patience and waiting for that pin bar to execute on the pin bar, confirming that we're holding this order block and pursuing higher prices. So I really don't think this was a bad trade. This would be a normal L. This was a psychological L, where we shorted off this FOMO basically. But I'm gonna think about this, but I still think it's fine. Like we did basically everything that we needed to for this trade. So yeah, with this trade, I would not be mad if I would lose. With this, I would be a bit more. I was a bit more mad because this was psychological. But long euro from 1 point. How do you say 1 point? I don't see 1.6061. Oh shit! You longed. You had a good long here. God damn, man. London Open. Oh shit. No way you got wrecked here. That would be crazy. But yeah. Pretty bearish for now, but let's just be patient here. Let's be patient. But yeah, really. I think in this case the pin bar, waiting for the pin bar as a confluence was fine. We didn't need to see this inverse. Like us holding such a small 1 minute FVG is just very unlikely. I think we just came back to manipulate these lows and we're probably still gonna hold. Not the cleanest trade, but I think we should be fine on this right there. Really, that's a crazy entry. It's kind of, I'm not trying to like make it sound any way other, but it's hard for to believe that he actually caught an entry. Bottom ticked euro here. It's basically bottom ticking is like right there. Maybe you bought on the Ceviche. No, I don't have no idea how you bought here, but if you caught it, good job, bro. That's crazy. And it's also hard to believe that we're actually gonna break higher. It's not impossible, but look how we rejected, right? I'm gonna move this to my second monitor. I'm probably just gonna chill and play some video game at this point. I'm not really gonna do anything to the trade until we reach Asian highs. Then I'm gonna start monitoring. But for now, definitely not gonna do anything. Just got a crazy deep pullback, but overall it's still fine though. It's kind of sad that we ended up the losing streak with a psychological L, but it happens, right? It's still profitability is still something new to me, so of course I'm still gonna slip from time to time, but it matters that in the long term I still lock in and yeah, still lock in and do not have the psychological issues. And yeah, this AU trade I really think is fine though. Yeah, we look like we are gonna start breaking high. I wouldn't not scale in here because I'm already very pretty big on this position. Bro, there's no fucking way we still hold this one. We got lucky with the stop loss. That was just luck. That's just I like got lucky yesterday with the market execution as well. This is massive luck. If we actually leave from here, this is massive luck. But yeah, so I guess luck exists in trading. I really didn't have a lot of luck in trading until now, but yeah, let's see. I'm confident in us. Like, it's not a lot to print. If we manage to leave from here, it's not a lot to print. Like, it's 20 pips. New York session has got this easily, right? Easily. Because this was just a retracement, like a 15 pip retracement, 13 pip, and this is gonna be the main move. Like, it should be really fucking easy to deliver this one. And we have, I don't know how much hard we get on this. Let me actually set a, we're around break even right now. We got filled bad on that, but let me actually set a take profit, and it's gonna be different on these highs. In this trade, I'm confident in reaching higher here. Oops. Let me set a take profit. Take profit. Slightly lower. Oh, we would make hella bends if this hits TP, but I think around 3 hour we get because we got filled pretty badly. But we're gonna see. We're just gonna let it run. This is not a trade I would necessarily manage unless I see something extremely clear. I wouldn't really manage it, but yeah, I like that we're kind of turning that order block. I like that we're kind of turning this order block into a breaker. I do like this. But we have to see. It's a no-brainer for me. This trade is a no-brainer. We letting it run. It's 20 pips. New York's got that easily. Right? Shouldn't be a struggle. By the way, let me actually mute my game audio because it's probably gonna. Oh, it's muted. Okay. Yeah, it just should be easy. I'm gonna try and check chat from time to time. I'm sorry if you guys are typing and I'm not seeing your message. I'm sorry for that, but yeah, I'm just playing a bit. At this point, it should be very easy to deliver higher. It's crazy that we got really lucky with that stop loss. And let's check Nasdaq from time to time, but we're not gonna be trading Nasdaq. Definitely not. Yeah, we're still rejecting. We're still not doing much. Oops, my bad. Something like this. It's kind of slow for now, but I still really trust this trade. No matter if it's slow or not, I still really trust the trade and that we're gonna be fine. But we did indeed get up really lucky. Sometimes God really favors me from time to time. And you cannot say that Dashi was skill right there. Like there is no way you can say that she was skill. That was pure luck. And no, it was luck because I placed my stop loss without thinking a bit below that 1 minute Vici. That's yeah, it's just luck. It's no ifs and buts. It's just pure luck. Skill, bro, skill. I remember I said that from a short of mine, but yeah, it's just luck. Sorry. Now we're actually looking like we're living. It's crazy, bro. Crazy manipulative, slightly expected because we did have news, but still. I'm considering partials, but for me, even though we have this like lower time frame draw with these Asian highs, I'm still really liking this trade to go higher in a sense and play out, because I think it got 20 pips in it. It's not that hard to print 20 pips. It's really not that hard, and especially since AUD/USD is the better, yeah, see, it's the best pair for buys. I'm really confident in this trade, so we're gonna let it run. But we got fucking lucky, bruh. We can definitely consider trims on this high, but as I said, I'm really confident in drawing higher. But if something happens and we see like clear confluence that we're gonna reach lower, we have to be to actually admit that okay, trade might be reversing, and we have to not marry our trade and actually close it, right? But I don't think that's gonna happen. And look how we get good momentum, we get those good candles higher. So yeah, I still like this trade. Let me check my chat real quick. Okay, that was close. It was really close. It was really close, bro. That wick does not scare me for now because we have a lot of gaps we can hold higher above the objective, so really doesn't scare me. I believe in my higher time frame target, and this would be a trade that would leave run a bit more compared to usual, right? Oh, no, leave me alone. How much are we up right now, just out of curiosity? $5. Okay, so if we close right now we can cover the loss on Nasdaq, but closing right now would just be stupid in a sense, right? Big pussy. Oh shit. FF. A guy said FF in Warzone chat. I don't know if you guys play League or Warzone. Let's see this gap overall hold higher. That's what I want to see. And I still like us. I still like this trade pretty much. Are you bitch ass shooting at me, bitch ass boy? Sad that we took that unnecessary loss on Nasdaq, but again, it's just part of the process, right? Even when you become profitable, you're still gonna have times where you slip a bit. You have psychological mistakes, but it just doesn't happen often. That's the difference, I would say. It just doesn't happen often, and with time it's gonna get rarer and rarer in a sense. Where you at, bitch boy? Hey, you got 20 pips in him, come on. Where are you shooting me from, bitch? Keep it up, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you a lot, but today wasn't necessarily a day you, you should be proud of. I really took a psychological loss on Nasdaq, but it's all good though. And this was pure luck. But thank you though. How are you guys doing? Did you take any trades today? No, no, no. Leave me alone, bitch ass boy. Oh my god, no way I escaped this. Ooh. For now, we did hold that gap higher, but I just want to see a bit more momentum if possible, of course. Boom, 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 boom. At least today we took the trades on stream, bro. Like yesterday, exactly as soon as I close my stream, I have a trade, which is unlucky because, of course, I want to be trading on stream if possible. Where this bitch ass boy at, man? Where this bitch ass boy at? Revenge, sweet revenge. Didn't this guy have perks? No. Photos morti. No, bro. Why am I raising my teammates? Let's see. We have this whole small gap here. It doesn't. It's like, I don't really like that we're inversing, but I would still choose to trust at least. For now, I would still to choose to trust and see how we behave here. We need more structure to be decided here whether I would take partials or not. But this would be pretty small. This would be 1 hour, so I don't see like 1 point something hour. So yeah, that's not great. That's not great. But we want to see how we behave next, because we might take this as our draw on liquidity and not come for this highs. That's for sure. But I'm still confident that we have the power today to be reaching back into these highs. So yeah, I'm still choosing to trust here. Let's see if that 1 minute gap holds lower. We might even come for break evens though, because of this really good breaker that has formed here. So we have to see. We definitely have to see. We need to see more structure. I wouldn't, but it's bad, bro. It's annoying because it's pretty bad. Let's see on that bearish gap how we behave. What I mean is, let's see on this bearish gap how we behave. If we come back and form another bearish gap of it, that's pretty bad. If we inverse it, it's pretty much clear that we're gonna go higher and we can leave it open. So now we have to be careful at that gap, because that is a very dangerous gap. The one that is formed around the liquidity objective, it's dangerous. So it's not necessarily it's dangerous, but it's in a sense pivotal, because it determines what we're gonna do next, in a sense. Yeah, that's not great, but not yet a reason to be closing. I still trust overall higher time frame draw regardless of what 1 minute is really telling me here, but we're gonna see. It's up to price though. As always, it's up to price, right? Even though, right, this is a thing I practice a lot of times, even though it's a trade I'm highly confident in, if we see that price is giving really clear signs that we're not going to reach towards the higher time frame target, we need to be in a mindset properly to be taking some partials and admitting that, okay, the trade is not going to play out how I want, and I need to secure something, and yeah, just secure something and not give all the profit back. But for now, so we need more structure to be determining which case we're on, basically. We need more structure. Overall, we still trust that it's gonna get inversed. Oh shit, bruh. Shit, bro, my inbox telling me, bruh. Yeah, let's see now. It's very... It's important, definitely, what we're gonna do next. Oh my fucking god, I forgot to open my... my parachute. Yeah, that's not great. That's not great at all. But still too early, because what really confirms what we're gonna do is a gap lower from the gap, that gap. If we recheck the gap and we don't break lower, we're still chilling. Oh shit, I'm gonna go get that loady. Oh shit. Oh nice, that's a good start. A good start. I just trust my draw, but the thing is we have two draws, right? We have two draws. There is times when price takes the first draw liquidity, then reverses, right? And we have to be able to determine that. But in this case, I don't think we're a bit more prone on reaching towards the higher time frame draw. We're gonna see. Still need structure though. Sharigirig. That's good, especially if we like close strongly. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. A good start. Let me check chat. I'm gonna check. You know that sub loss would have been taken because of the broker. I mean, normally yes, but I think I don't even know on my broker. Look at this. On my broker, my stop loss was right here. I have no idea how it didn't get stopped out because of spread, to be honest. But I generally have no idea because I know that spread exists on this broker. I have no idea how it didn't get stopped out. It's just that sometimes I get really lucky. This hasn't happened to me a lot of times where I get lucky, but let's see, because that luck doesn't mean shit if we reverse now and we don't do the proper action and trim a bit, trim and take some partials, right? But overall I would still be inclined to trusting the trade, right? Still be inclined towards that. No, this fucking idiot's bought a lot of, bruh. You fucking idiot. Idiotos. Not you, bro, not you. I'm just playing a video game. I have no idea how. I don't know, to be honest. I have no idea how, because I'm very sure that there's spread on this broker, and I know I've seen it happen when my TP gets hit. It always takes, it has to deliver so much more lowers or higher for my TP to get hit because of spread, but in this case, I don't know. Just luck, I guess. Because we had also news, so I'm pretty sure that because of these news, the spread was pretty high, but for some reason, still didn't really care. We keep rejecting the bearish gap, which is good. I do like how these candles form, but it's kind of premature to really say something. We need to see it, if it initiates higher or not. Usually it's good candle behavior. I do like the candle behavior here. Oh shit. Oh shit. My bad, chief. Where's my impact? Bro, where's my impact, bro? Oh shit. Where's you at, bitchy boy? Bitchy boy, where's you at, boy? Let me check again. So I have to alt tab every time, by the way. If you guys speak something, I'm sorry if I'm like late on responding. But we're chilling for now, especially if we follow with a strong initiation. Where you at, pussy boy? Oh my god, you got killed by a bot, bruh. Oh my god, bruh. Crossbow. Lil bro. We're still stagnating for now, which is fine because it's a very pivotal point, which is a point where we usually spend a bit more time to decide what we're gonna do, so that's okay. Bro, get the fuck out of here, bitch, boy. Get the fuck out. What? Let's see what Nasdaq is doing real quick. Still stalling. I don't even think we're gonna play out bearish, but the USD pairs, they all kind of look like they're about to switch pairs, so we gotta be definitely careful of that. But A was the strongest, definitely, so I think we're chilling overall in the long term. I know whether I would trim here or not. Let's see. I would still be inclined to trusting, but again, we have to be careful about that bias part that I just talked about. Because we are seeing a bearish gap, yes. For now, at least, we're seeing that, but... Intuitively, I trust it. Intuitively. I don't know if I'm marrying the bias or not, but I would still choose to trust. At least now. I don't think I'm married because I don't really care about the money I make from this trade. This account is insignificant. Let's analyze. We do have these, but I would still trust again that we're reaching back into this high, but oh shit. Oh my god, bruh. I guess it's too late now. We're gonna see. I do trust the break even. Maybe I'm biased, but I'm willing to learn here. I still choose to trust this. No matter what it pretty much does, right? Bro, how, bro? How, bro? No way I'm living. No way I'm living. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Where's you at, boy? No, bro. Photos. Bro, I hate people that are always killing you from behind. These are the biggest pussies ever. We have this 1 minute here. That's why I see. I'm still trusting. This entry for me is somewhat relevant, but it just, at least for now, for me, it indicates a retracement. That's how much I still trust the trade. I don't know if that trust is emotional, which I don't think it is, but yeah. I still believe in bullish order flow. We came off this really strong consolidation, so maybe I'm stupid, maybe I'm not, but I'm still choosing to trust this. Overall, in the long term, we got 20 pips on us. We need 15 more pips, right? I think we would have that into us even in a relatively low probability day. Especially if we come back, start with an inversion, start breaking higher, right? And every retracement we see bearish order flow, we just kind of have to be able to figure out or know when probabilities are high for that bearish order flow to hold into equilibrium prices to make a retracement or hold towards our stop loss, right? That's kind of the difference. On a retracement, we don't really want to take trims early because price is just retracing, right? We have no realistic reason to be trimming, to be taking profit off the table. But sometimes that is hard to do. Sometimes it's hard to be able to make the difference or know when we're likely to retrace or we're likely to hold towards TP, right? It's something that is definitely not easy to do, but yeah. What am I gonna do here? Let's look out. If we start proper with this inversion, yeah, we're chilling. But I do want to see us break higher. I'm still gonna choose to like this. Even though, I'll say we come back for break even in a case like this. Why I'm saying we're not likely to come for stop loss is because we already rated sell side here. We have no reason to do that. We have a really strong consolidation that I see hold long term. The consolidation is mitigated on this, so we see this consolidation mitigated here. Drawn liquidity, we have these equal highs. I did take previous liquidity, but I still think on a bias level or an overall level, we should be reaching towards that. The only area I'm really expecting a potential to be retracing is the break-even area. If I'm stupid for trusting the trade, it is what it is. I'm standing on my decision here. I don't think it's a case where I should really close, right? Sometimes where, okay, you have to take profits and trim your position because price is clearly giving signs to reverse, or there's times when you should really be trusting your trade. No matter really what the signs say, no matter what lower time frame says, I'm really confident in higher time frame draw here. No. What is it doing, bruh? Trust. Sometimes it's about trust, sometimes it's about doubting. It is. Sometimes it actually is about doubting. Let's see. Let me do this, make the chart a bit bigger. Whatever happens, happens with this. Oops. We could have closed here and covered the loss from Nasdaq, but that would have been an emotional close. That would be a close based on a financial decision, which is something you should never really do. Always do this, make decision based on price. Always, what is price telling me? But I might be wrong though. Still, I'm not saying I can be wrong. As we know at this point, when we see that bearish gap, we know that bearish order flow is likely to hold lower. It's just about until where it's gonna hold lower. That's what we have to figure out. Is it gonna hold towards our stop loss, meaning it's time to close our trade, or is it gonna hold to like a POI within the price at like break even, or I don't know, equilibrium POI? In this case, I think we're just retracing. We're using the high to retrace. This is what you see a lot of times actually happen. We're using draws on liquidity to retrace. Sometimes we reverse as well, but yeah, just depends the case pretty much. Oh shay. Oh shay. Oh shay. For me, looks like the bearish trend is getting exhausted, right? That's how I see the market here. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm curious, really. I'm always curious whether I'm not attached to money anymore. This account is small. It doesn't really matter whether I grow it or not. To me, it's really about making the consistent decision over the long term, and I think, yeah, this is the good decision for now. I'm really curious whether I'm gonna be right or wrong on this trade. I'm not attached to any part, right? If I'm wrong, I'm gonna feel the same way too as if I'm right. When I win, I don't get overconfident. When I lose, I don't doubt myself, right? That's truly what profitability requires you. For you to not be shaken by uh, either a loss or a win or a no trade day. No, like not making any dent in how you feel, right? That's really, I realize what profitability requires you. It requires of you, because um, if you doubt yourself every time you lose, you're gonna start switching your strategy. This can be a good scaling, by the way, but I want to see some more structure. If every time you lose, you're gonna doubt yourself, you're gonna start disrespecting your strategy and not sticking to your rules anymore. Which again, you're not ever gonna be turning profitable like that ever again. If every time you win, you're gonna get overconfident, you're still gonna stop respecting your rules. So it's pretty much both ways. You're gonna. Where's the fucking low? What? What? Did I just send a loadout and the loadout didn't get sent? The fuck? Okay. If you say so. This can be a good scaling point, but still slightly too early. Ooh, I like this. Stop loss would be a better save here. That's the only downside, because we still have this relevant break-even area. Can be a good scaling, but eventually really small size. I would do like $1 or something. The main position is $5. This would be $1. I would still want to see this. Not sure if this is necessarily a good scaling, but in terms of range, we just retraced market structure shift. Right, so that's pretty much everything I need. Except we do still have a bit of bearish POIs, which I'm not sure. I probably will not scale in, because the reason why I will not scale in is because I already risked a lot of Nasdaq, and I don't really like that our stop loss is not safe. That's why I really don't trust. What's this guy doing? There was some random guys, bro. Some people are just fucking random. Where's you at, pussy boy? Yeah, that's good. Probably would have scaled it normally, but I'm really fine with how the trade is looking. See, here was a stop loss that was considered safe because we had a very relevant area to put our stop loss below, but here for me to skate in, I have to put my stop loss below this, and it's just overall too risky. So I really think I'm gonna sit on the bench. Even on scalings, I kind of intuitively always know when I should be scaling it, and this is not a case. In terms of the break and how we're breaking higher is good, but in terms of stop loss is not good. We always gotta make sure that when we're scaling in, when we're entering our main positions, we have a safe stop loss, right? I think today I skipped a trade because I didn't really have a safe stop loss. I think on Euro it was the London trade, yeah. What the fuck is this? That's a good sign, definitely good sign. See, this kind of confirms that what I say was right on the fact that okay, it's very sure the flow is indeed a retracement, which is good. For now, we're chilling. As I say, I'm really confident in this trade holding. Where you at, Brucey? What? It's a bit slow, yes, but we have to see what's gonna happen next. God damn. Where you at, bruh? Where you shooting me from, bitch? What? Where? Oh shit, I was looking at the chart, bro. Yeah, this is good. This would have been the scaling. Let's remove this small drawing. This right here could have been the scaling. On the inversion of both of these gaps here would have been the scaling. Should we do it though? I can't see. My chart is very colored. I can't see. I don't know if I want to do it. Let's see. Place new order. We're gonna be really small size even if I do it though. Yeah, we did it. Okay, so we actually scaled in here, so we're getting pretty good influence. What the fuck? Let me make it like this. What it is? Boy, what it is? Pardon me. I don't even know if that is a word in English. Pardones me, sir. Good sir. I did $1 scaling. That's the most I'm done to do here. $1 more than that, hell no. Because we already risked enough this day, so the scaling is decent, but that's why it's not like a high size scaling because of the stop loss not being extremely safe. But considering how we behave now, I would consider us really going high from here. But it always comes down to what the market really wants to do, right? Where you at, pussy out, boy? Yeah, that's a good reaction. Yeah, that's nice. That's really nice. Okay. That really kind of makes me at ease in a sense that I know the likelihood of the trade now going to the high target gets increased, but we still one candle is definitely not close to be enough to really think like that in a sense, right? Okay, I'm gonna go with you, bro. Where you are, bitch? And there's no way, bruh. That's good. I still be like our entry here. It's a very similar entry to what we had on. I don't remember when that was. I think Monday it was. But I'm gonna move it to my main monitor now. I'm gonna let the trade run. I'm gonna take a small break. Be lucky with a stop loss. I don't. I will not argue against that. Definitely not. Now I want to see how we behave to the small 1 minute inversion here at the top of the leg. I do want to see it end up holding and supporting the price higher, because if we do, it pretty much has a clear way towards our take profit though. So that's what I want to see. I want to see this 1 minute inversion where the bearish order flow get initiated, hold the price higher. Let's see if we do. If we don't, it's not good. As usual. that's good. That's a good start. Um, that's a good start. At least I do want to see. It's very important. On the next steps, how we do we behave? Now I'm pretty confident that what is gonna happen, we're gonna take this high. That's what I'm really confident that is gonna happen. But we need to see how do we actually behave on the high, right? If we form a good, strong bullish gap, we're very we can relax and we can know that we're very likely on reaching that TP. But if we wake down and start forming bearish gaps, it really might be time to close, right? So again, we have to be, yeah, we're floating. Basically this was kind of around the same amount that we made yesterday on the trade, but it's not about profit really, it's about what the market is really telling us here. So I have some relatives coming over, so I'm probably gonna like look that from time to time at the trade, but overall I'm still really trusting that we're reaching towards TP. This is good start, very good start. We have 3.5 on the main, and we have 2.4 on the scaling. I need to set a TP on the scaling as well. I really don't, in this case really is gonna be in the same area. Here it's just we don't have things to target rather than that high time frame high, so scaling is definitely gonna have the same TP in the same area pretty much. See Nasdaq, I want to check slightly on Nasdaq. Bruh, really not doing shit. We're probably gonna be like a late reverse. I don't even know if it's gonna reverse, but now looking at price here, what I'm expecting is for us to mirror this range. If we look, we put a targets, we see the mirror is exactly on our take profit. But again, this is not necessarily, I would say, a great start, but we want to see still how we behave. It's too early to be making any conclusions. Basically, we just want to chill a bit and see if we take overall this area as support or we don't, right? That's what becomes our zone at this moment in time. These highs become support. That's what we want to see. These highs become support and that's hold higher. If we close strongly below, it might be really time to close, but I still trust this trade, definitely still trusting it. We should not really retrace at this point. At this point, we should just continue displacing higher. That's what I think. Please tell me. Okay, I pressed record, so that's what I want to see. Carry on. We got really lucky, but yeah. Even if we close right now, we still have we make significant money like we did yesterday. We sadly will not be so much up on the account because of the loss we took on Nasdaq, but overall we should still be chilling. If we hit this, we're gonna make a lot. We're gonna make a lot if we hit our final TP, but we always gotta adapt, right? We gotta adapt. Around we have a bit of resistance here, which might be troublesome. Let's see. Yeah, but on the 50 minutes, it's just a bit of a consolidation overall. I would still trust that we should be reaching towards the high, but as always, it's up to what price wants to do here. Yeah, for now, I'm still gonna leave it on. I'm gonna go chill with my relatives. I'm sorry if I'm not gonna be fully present on the chart, but I'm gonna check back in like 15 each 5 to 10 minutes. I'm gonna keep checking back in, but overall, I do like this trade. On reaching on reaching to these highs, right? For now, we're looking like we're retesting and holding it. Oh yeah, that's good. That's really good. I really like this. Really like this. reason why I would be down on leaving the trade open is it's about to skyrocket. I'm sorry, bro. I was AFK. I don't know if I'm good. I would say I'm decent. At least I was AFK, but we have some news. That's why I'm really thinking this trade is gonna work. Oh, we don't. This is CAD. I thought it's but I'm confident in the trade. I would say I'm decent, bro. Trading. I've been trading for 30 years. It would be a shame not to be at least decent. But this was just luck. It's just luck. This was just luck. But yeah. We should be chilling on going higher overall. Still believe in this higher time frame objective should be easy to be reaching into it, but we also have to be careful. We're pretty slow for now, but at some point I think we're gonna be going. I don't know how much I'm floating. I want to check how much I'm floating. Again, we're trading a personal account. We're floating like $10, which is a really good amount. We can even close right now and we would be chilling overall for the day, but we always gotta close based on price. If I think the trade is gonna run right, if now we're up $10 at a 2R at a 3.5, we're gonna be 17, so it's just taking profit off the table. Oh yeah. Okay, yo, how did you know it's about to skyrocket? But yeah, let's see if it carries on. Did I move my OBS? I did move my OBS, so we're gonna see. That week is not entirely great, but overall in the long term, yeah, should be a chilling trade. We just have to be patient with it and let it play out, right? We have solid rebalances. We basically should just keep delivering higher with no real regrets, really. Over it, but we are kind of rejecting water. We are kind of this consolidation, which is slightly dangerous. We gotta be careful at it, but in the long term, I'm not sure. I still see it. I do see it skyrocketing exactly as you said, but it's up to price. As always, it's up to price. A little bit slow for now, which yeah, it's acceptable. But how much pips is this? It needs 17 pips. Come on, and from here it needs 7 more pips. So it should be easy for price to deliver 7 pips in my eyes. It should be easy. It should not be a real struggle. Let me make it bigger so we can actually see the candles. But lately I've been having trades that take out a bit more time than usual, which is okay, I guess. Remove this here just in case to not keep interrupting the trade. We are reacting a bit, but I don't see any significant area to rebalance, so I really think we're just gonna keep on going higher even if it's slow, or we can also reverse, but yeah. We have a small one. We're having a pretty strong reaction, but I would not be that worried. Still, I trust this trade. We're gonna see what it do. We might retest this area again. I think it's just gonna be just consistent order flow higher. That's what I see. Just be chilling. Longer are our trade compared to usual, but why I'm holding for longer hours because of higher time frame that I'm pretty confident in, I would say. So it's like an intraday trade with scalp and entry, if that makes any sense of what I'm really saying here. God damn, why you moving like that, bro? Ruh. This would be an absolutely insane trade if it hits TP. It already is an insane trade, but it's most of it is just luck. Like there's no credit to be taken when I mean, there is some credit to be taken because the stop loss was placed in a really smart area. We could have placed it here, but instead I placed it below the 7G because I knew this is a very significant point that might get retested, and that's the invalidation area. But overall, it's still luck that we didn't get stopped out by spread though. Fuck. Fuckies. We just have to be patient, right, in a case like this, because it's gonna take some time by the looks of it, but we might have like a volatility pump at some point. I'm not sure about that though. What the fuck? What the fucker? Why am I doing this? I do want to zoom in a bit more so we can actually see the candles print in a sense. This is kind of, you can say, the downside of Forex is that we're slow. A lot of times we're actually slow, but I just really prefer being slow rather than Nasdaq's volatility. To be honest, on the long term, I do prefer that still. Let's see if this 1 minute gap right here gets inversed. That would be a good sign for continuing higher prices. Even if we don't, I still think we're chilling pretty much. We're just stalling slightly because of lack of volatility, I think, but it's not impossible for us to also reverse from here though, of course, as always, but it's very slow. It's still very slow bearish movement. Even if you see very short of flow hold for now, it's very slow, just retractive. So as long as we hold those highs, we're chilling pretty much. That's not entirely great, but I still don't see like a strong reason to say, oh my god, okay, I need to trim here. We're gonna see though. I still need more structure to make that choice. We just might have retested the highs once again. I feel like this is a trade where it really tests a lot your patience, whether you can actually hold the patience to wait for this trade to hit your TP, and without getting scared that you're giving back money on the market when price is retracing. Yeah, I feel like this is usually a longer trade. Trade that, yeah, really tests out your patience. I still don't consider that a strong opposing entry pattern to make me say, okay, I'm closing the trade or take some partials. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't really care that much about the outcome of this trade specifically. Just sometimes it is about trusting and about being patient. And I feel like this trade will be the perfect case for that, but yeah, we gonna see. Just gotta give it time, I guess. Test of patience, that's how I would really describe this trade, I would say. how much you can actually hold the thought of giving back profit when the market is retracing, pretty much. Fuck you, bro. I would say we should probably resume bullish trend of this area here and start printing bullish, but oh, Buster. Buster. Oh my fucking god, bro. Oh, Busto, Busto. Patience, even for a scalp trade. Sometimes there's gonna be scalp trades that take a lot of time to play out, especially higher trades, and especially when we don't have heavy news in a certain day. That's when we gotta be a bit more patient than usual, I would say. But I can't really be biased here. In this is a case where we need to let price print. We already been in this trade for 1 hour and a half, so pretty long period if you ask me though. Do we see clear very short of flow signs? Not really. Let it breathe. can be potentially another scaling actually on the scab higher, but of course we're not. I'm really not looking to be scaling, and I do want to see it hold higher though and get some movement on the trade. Oh fuck, I was on mute, bro. I'm stupid. So I was saying that I'm pretty confused on what to do with this trade. I was at a point, I was looking at 50 minute and I saw that everything is balanced. Pretty much every POI is balanced. Meaning, since every POI is balanced, we should just see strong continuations higher without any significant retraces. Now I said that I want to see this gap stay open and us breaking above and retesting this 1 minute inversion, and from here keep going higher. Many times I closed around this timing, and this timing is usually when we see a bit of pump of volatility in the market, so we might actually see RTP getting hit here. We're basically just getting paid to wait. In a case like this, I would say we're just getting paid to wait. I think the trade is so solid on reaching higher, so we just gotta be patient and letting the trade run, especially since now we're opening PM session. We might see the palm of volatility on delivering higher here. So let's see, yeah, let's see what this trade is about to do. To be honest, I'm really curious about it. We have around 7.5 pips to deliver towards our TP, which should be easy for PM session. I think PM session has 7.5 pips in it. So from now, I just want to see us hold higher of this. See if we zoom in, we actually see price inversing this and now potentially holding it as support, which is what I want to see from now on. We read the liquidity. This should be a breakaway and we should keep holding higher off here. That's what I would want to see at least here. The trade is pretty long, of course, compared to my trades usually lasting 30 minutes, but overall I still think we should be chilling on this, and now we should see a pump of volatility in the market. Many times I closed right before this timing, which was very frustrated because I would close right before PM session opens, and then as soon as I close, price ends up hitting my TP. So sometimes it really is about just maintaining that patience and being able to be patient and wait and trust your trade and be able to not look at profits and be scared of giving profit back, in a sense, right? Bro, why me, bro? Good job, buddy. That's a very good inspection we're getting. Very good candle there. I really like it. Basically did everything I said I will. I said I want to see is leaving that bullish gap open and retesting and inversing that bearish gap. So for now, it looks good, definitely. Let's see on this PM session if we actually get momentum to deliver above these highs and keep fulfilling towards that TP. Shit. We look like we need to come into this, so now I really want to see this hold higher of here and start breaking. I would say at least we're gonna take these highs. That's what I would be really confident in here, at least taking these highs. Pretty slow for now, but still gotta give it a bit more time. I might actually close soon, but we're gonna see, because it really looks like we don't have volatility to be printing, but I'm just slightly more gonna let it be. Right, I wanted to see, we're floating like almost $10, which is good for me, but I do want to give it slightly more time in case we actually want to pursue higher prices. We might just come above the highs and keep going, so I really think we should be reaching at least into the highs here. That's a pretty bad rejection, I would say. But somehow I still trust it. I don't know if I'm biased or not, but somehow intuitively so tells me to hold it. I do want to see if we manage to inverse this. Let's just leave it for now. Intuitively, intuition keeps telling me to leave it open. I don't think it's emotion. My emotions are telling me to close, though. Or is it the opposite way? I don't know, but I still probably gonna leave open. We see we actually are slightly getting some momentum We did get a bit of momentum, but already kind of got rejected, and that's hmm. At this point, I was thinking probably my scaling is to break even, meaning here, and my stop loss on the main position is trailed below this low. If we reach this, we shouldn't reach this because they rated liquidity. So if we reach this point, we most likely will invalidate the trade. So my scaling is on break even mentally, and this is in profit at around 1 point something R. Yeah, this is probably the smart choice to do with this trade. Still give it room to play because we should be playing this bullish range without really significantly retracing. We might come back here though, but I think that's probably the smartest choice to trail it here and leave. Yeah, let it breathe in case he wants to run. We apparently inverse, so that's good though. I think again, as I said, we should be reaching at least towards the size. I don't know if we have momentum to be delivering so high towards our high time for liquidity, but I do want to kind of try and make the most out of this move if I can. două dacă poți. 2 și 1. Da. Okay, we're looking good. We're floating a lot of profit. I was getting really itchy to close the trade. But I want to kind of push my limits in a sense and let it run. I was getting really itchy to close the trade because I'm at a profit that I'm really comfortable with right now. We're floating a lot of money for the account, $12 something. But I'm just gonna trail here, and I just yeah, my patience is running out because we've been in this trade for a long time. We've been in this trade for 2 hours or some shit. I do want to see, the only thing I'm watching is how we behave to this gap. If we leave it out, if we respect it, I'm letting the trade run. If we don't, I'm straight up closing. I'm considering closing the main position and leaving the scale and run towards final. But for now, if we keep on going higher, of course I'm gonna let it. But mentally, my stop loss is trail below this gap right here. But this looks like a breakaway, anyways, in my eyes. We might actually get that push, but we're gonna see. Overall, yeah, my stop loss mentally trail on here, scaling where break even and letting it run towards final, but I'm not gonna touch anything yet. I'm still gonna let it run. But I am indeed considering closing, but not yet. Not yet. Because we might just get like straight up momentum towards our TP. Because it's really, like, you know, when you've been in a trade for so long, when my trades now take 30 minutes, when you've been in a trade for so long and when you're at a profit target that you're comfortable with, you're really tempted to close, and you might just close early. I did this a lot of times, and yeah, I would do kind of in between. If we come back here, closing. If we don't, we keep running. I'm gonna leave it open. This has been a long time, but we're getting momentum. Okay, we're really getting momentum. So okay, we're just going. Okay, we rejected slightly. Yeah, we had a bit of momentum, but again, just paying attention to this candle here, how we respect. This is where I would close. Depends. We should technically hold. I would at most say this doji candle here. So mentally, my stop loss is right here. I'm not gonna modify. Let me refresh. So yeah, because at this point, look at this wick here. We mitigated that FHG. The only area if we are to keep holding higher, we should respect this higher and just keep on delivering. So that's my plan right now. We've been in this trade a long time, so I'm really fine with the profit I have now, but I don't really just want to like take profit off the table, you know what I mean? So we just want to see if this holds higher. I mean, now the worst case scenario, we secure like $10 on the main position if we retrace. So we're pretty much like W, no matter what really happens, we're retracing in that gap. So again, I'm just patient here to see whether how we behave to this gap. And have my mouse hovered over this. See, we're like $10. We open pretty bullish, but if we break below it, I'm closing. But for now, we're looking like we're respecting that, so we're chilling. We might just we should technically, looking at this range here, we should technically just keep on going, but you never really know with price, right? We still gotta give it time. We need to wait for the candle to close. If it closes and confirms that as an inverse, then we're also closing, and the worst case scenario, already securing a $10 on this trade, which is already good, right? It's definitely good if that happens, of course. I highly, it's yeah, I'm kind of doubting we're gonna have that much volatility to print towards our higher time frame target. That's the thing. If we would have had some sort of news today, or some sort of like reason to have this much volatility, I would trust it more. But we're already like PM session. I'm not sure whether we're gonna have that much volatility, but we gotta give price room in case we do have it. You know what I mean? So yeah, probably gonna wait for the candle to close, and I'm gonna close right here. How much does the candle take to close? 2 seconds. So it just slightly more. Yeah, I'm probably gonna close though, but I don't know why I have a feeling it's still gonna go higher. Yeah, I'm closing here at $10, and the scaling, we're gonna move our stop loss to break even, slightly above break even, modify trade, and that's it. Still, yeah, maybe my intuition was right here on still being able to print higher, but it's all good. We did make a $10 on the trade. We were able to recover the Nasdaq loss that we had, and we also grew the account, which is good. We're gonna leave this run, the scaling, we're definitely leaving it run towards our final TP. I'm curious whether I close early or not, but at this point emotionally it's really exhausting to keep holding the trade right when we're so much in profit. So overall we close at a 2R. The main position we close at a 2R, and the scaling is still running. So still a very W day, don't get me wrong. If you wouldn't have the Nasdaq gamble, or the Nasdaq psychological loss that we had here, where I just entered out of FOMO, we would have done way better, but that's okay. We still managed to secure a W for the day, and which is a pretty big W, right? And we still have the scaling to potentially run. I think this is definitely the best choice to do with this trade. We did the best. We got really lucky with the stop loss, but thank God for that, I guess, because I don't know how I didn't get stopped out here from spread. But yeah, scaling is on break even. We're chilling. The scaling is small anyways. If the scaling hits stop loss, we don't really care, right? The scaling, I'm down to leave, but now this is definitely the best decision to do with this day, I think, because we might also come back to this and then hold this higher, but overall I still think it's a good trade. I don't know if we actually have the power to deliver so much. That's the thing. And I do really want to pay myself, because it's still a W. We still managed to grow the account, right? At a 67 with the loss that we had, is still we managed to make a $5, which is still good, right? Would have been better if the loss was in prison, but still a good day. So yeah, that was it. I don't know, should I leave the stream open to let this scaling run? To be honest, I feel like right now I really need a break. I've been sitting so much in front of the charts, and it's not easy to sit and watch a trade play out for so long, right? Because it's an emotional game. There's a lot of emotion getting involved, and that's really tiring in a sense. But oh no. We're gonna see. I will leave it open a bit more, but I really need a break. Like, I really need to step away from the PC right now. Probably get into working out or some shit. But yeah, for now, I still. Yeah, oh my god, I'm tired. I can't even fucking think straight, to be honest. But yeah, we did close the main position at a 2R, which is fine. We did close at a 2R, which is perfect. To be honest, this is where I close anyways. Usually we see yeah, we had a good close actually. We did have a good close. Sometimes it's really about also knowing yeah, when it's time to close, and I feel like right now it was a good time to close. Maybe I'm proven wrong. Even if price still goes to TP, I still, like, I'm very mentally exhausted. I prefer securing some profit, because it's too hard, right? Scaling, can leave it run. If it hits, we make like a $3 or whatever. And yeah, We were lucky today, definitely luck, but I don't know. I want to post this trade on my Discord if you guys want to see my trades, or you can either check my shorts or you can check my Discord if you want to see it. I do post my trades on Discord right before I take them. Maybe I will do that in the future as well, but yeah. Let me see if I have. Do I have the proper? Okay, so let me do this. I'm fucking tired. Trading is not easy, bro. Closed main position at around 2 RR and left scale and run towards final. Really lucky with that. Stop loss not getting hit. I still have no idea how the stop loss didn't get hit by spread. Yeah, still W day. I'm really satisfied with this day. Nasdaq didn't even end up playing out the idea, which is weird. I think because of this rate on liquidity here, we didn't end up playing bearish as I was initially expecting, and how we cleared the POI first here. Yeah, interesting. I don't even know if I want to really be trading Nasdaq. I want to keep trading Nasdaq, but yeah, this is a very W day. This was a day very similar to how I would trade when I was an intraday trader, when my trades would take 2.5 hours on average, right? On average, what would have we gotten? We would have gotten like a 2.5. Not a big. It would have been like $2.5. Yeah, but I still think it's very unsatisfied with the outcome of this. Ooh, but it's fucking tiring. I ain't gonna lie, bruh. It's tiring, but I love it. I don't regret once. I don't ever regret being tired from trading. It's actually a good feeling when you're tired from the thing you love doing, right? When you're tired from the thing you love doing, it's a different type of tired. But yeah, still a W day. We managed. Sadly, we did take that bullshit L from Nasdaq. We still grow the account. We keep growing, bro. It's going pretty fucking good. I'm actually turning profitable. It's crazy. It's about still I'm being a bit more focused on not having the slips psychologically, which I had on Nasdaq today, where it was here. I just shorted out a FOMO and get stopped out for it. I'm really working on not having these emotional issues, but overall I think we're really fine. I really think, I mean, I'm really seeing that I'm turning profitable because I grew this account from $30 and we're at 67, and it's been consistent wins. It has not been like 1 week of wins, and you know what I mean. It's been just really consistent, so that's good to see. But I'm gonna buy a funded soon, probably in like late September. I would probably buy another funded to keep trading. But yeah, W day. Still gonna let this run, but I'm just not gonna be at the PC because I massively need a break from the charts. So yeah. So, oh yeah, we're reversing actually. I don't know what's the chance of not getting stopped out on this game right now. I just want to move in just for kind of I can. So I'm gonna close it right now. This is getting stopped out. So let me refresh. So on the scaling, we got stopped out at, bro, why isn't it loading though? I don't know why isn't it loading, but we should be seeing the scaling here. The scaling, we got stopped out at break even, and on the main position we closed at around the 2R, which is perfectly fine. very W day. Took a bit longer than usual, and we got massively fucking lucky with the stop loss. So I don't know why my scaling got filled really badly. What the fuck happened? I think my scaling was around here. It got filled. Okay. So yeah, our scaling got stopped out of even, and that's it for this day. We're still very W day, except the last side we took on this fucking Nasdaq trade. We would have been on such a good winning streak, bruh, if I didn't have that um, dog shit Nasdaq trade. Last psychological issue, but still a very W day. So thank you guys for being here. Whoever was here, I thank you. I love you, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow in London session.